Welcome students and friends to this channel, ND's English Grammar. Here you can get all grammar for all competitive exams, school and college exams, and topics also. Today in this video I am going to discuss for class 9 English Kaveri, the main book which has recently been changed totally. The first topic, how I taught my grandmother to write. Here I have discussed a few short questions and a few long questions. Let us start without delay. Short questions with answers. Why did the grandmother depend on the granddaughter to know the story? Answer. The grandmother was illiterate because she had not received any formal education in her childhood. Question number 2. At what age did the grandmother start learning to read? Answer. She started learning to read when she was in her 60s. Question 3. What language did the grandmother learn to read? Answer. She learned to read and write in Kannada. Number 4. What was the deadline set by the grandmother for learning to read? Answer. She decided to complete her learning by Saraswati Puja day during Dussehra or Vijayadashmi. Answer. This was the answer. Question number 5. Why was the grandmother upset about being illiterate? Answer. She felt a deep sense of helplessness and dependence because she could not read her own, even though she was otherwise well off. Now question number 6. Why did the grandmother touch the feet of her granddaughter? Answer. She wanted to show respect to her granddaughter as her teacher, not just as a family member. Question number 7. What did the narrator forget about for the first time? Answer. The narrator forgot about the grandmother's crying and sadness when the grandmother confessed she could not read. Question number 8. What promise did the narrator make to her grandmother? Answer. She promised to teach her grandmother to read Kannada alphabets and help her become independent. Question number 9. How did the grandmother prove that she had passed with flying colors? Answer. She read the title of a novel effortlessly, showing that she had successfully learned to read. Question number 10. What important lesson does the story convey about age and learning? This is very important and thematic question. Answer. The story shows that it is never too late to learn and that determination can overcome age and lack of education. Now, 4 long answers, questions and answers. These are very important, you can expect in the exam. Question number 1. Describe the circumstances that made the grandmother realize the importance of education. Answer. In her youth, girls' education was not considered essential, so the grandmother was never sent to school. She got married young and became busy with her family life, remaining illiterate. Years later, when she wanted to read a story but could not, she felt helpless and dependent. This made her understand that education is vital for independence and self-respect, no matter how old one is. Question number 2. What is the significance of the grandmother touching the feet of her granddaughter? Answer. Touching the feet is a traditional Indian gesture of respect to elders or teachers. By doing this, the grandmother shows that she now sees her granddaughter as her teacher, not just her grandchild. It highlights the reversal of roles and the deep value she gives to the gift of education, stressing that respect should be given to knowledge, not just age. Question number 3. How does the story portray the grandmother as a determined learner? Answer. Though she was an old woman with no prior schooling, the grandmother showed great determination. She set a clear deadline Saraswati Puja day, practiced daily and did her homework diligently. She read, wrote and repeated the lessons seriously, showing that hard work and willpower can overcome any obstacle, even age and lack of formal education. Question number 4. What is the theme of the story, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read? Answer. The main theme is power of education and lifelong learning. The story also highlights determination, emotional bonding, and role reversal. A young girl becomes the teacher of an old grandmother. It touches the education, brings independence and dignity, and that it is never too late to learn if one is determined. So students, you have seen how important all these 4 questions are very important, and the short questions too. There will be many more questions I will give in my next video. Please keep watching and subscribing to ND's Grammar channel on YouTube. In my next video, you will get reference to the context, word meanings of important word and phrases and expressions, then other important questions and discussions. Thank you.